Hey guys, more World's Strongest Man news, and this time it's some sad news. We've had another withdrawal from the contest. So we are talking about Peiman Maheripourehir. Unfortunately, he's having issues getting to America. Really, really sad. I spoke to him very recently in a bit of broken English. I speak a little bit of Farsi. He speaks very little English. And we just had a little conversation. He's obviously extremely gutted. And it's been... The last time we saw Peiman at World's Strongest Man was 2018. I was actually in the same group as him. So he's had 4 years of development since then.
Yeah.
He's done some incredible things. Unfortunately, he's been unable to get to the big shows. I have just seen, actually, he's been announced as one of the athletes to go to the UK for the Deadlift World Championships.
I really, really hope that means the Giants Live team are deep into the visa process already, because we thought it was going to be okay this year. He had a appointment booked at a US embassy in a third country. It was like Uzbekistan or something. But the only reason he can't get his visa is because they've moved his appointment and he won't be able to get it in time because there's such a serious backlog.
There's a backlog right now. Even in the UK, there is like a backlog of people being able to get passports. I was very lucky to... I went and got mine in person. But that was a while back. Now it's getting harder and harder with everything that's gone on over the last year. There just seems to be this huge backlog, and it's worldwide.
So World's Strongest Man, they are now working on his visa this year in preparation for next year's competition, just to play it super, super safe. But it must be so hard for Peiman to, athletes, you don't get to do this indefinitely. You only have, it's a window, isn't it? Maybe 10 years if you have a great career and you're lucky.
I'm just looking at Peiman's history at World's Strongest Man. I mean, obviously, the last show that he did was in the same group as me in 2018. And he picked up an injury, unfortunately, in that event. Didn't perform as well as he could. But Peiman is a great athlete. Last year, he pulled the biggest deadlift in competition worldwide. 481 kilos around. I think it was approximately around that. He's proven he's pulled some big deadlifts a number of times. He's really good at things like arm over arm. Very strong grip. He's always been good at loading events. Would have been really interesting to see how he would have done this year. I think Peiman... Deadlift ladder, I think looking at the events, in each group there's a deadlift ladder, there's a grip event. He beat Terry Hollins on the stones one year. Terry was suffering a little bit, maybe not his best, but still, he beat Terry Hollins, who's a great stone lifter. And, he's a really good athlete. He's just not getting the opportunities to show it in a big competition. We like to sort of analyse and see how athletes can do, and I think Peiman would have been a threat in any group. I don't think he would have been the favourite of any group. No. But he's someone that you don't want in there.
No, because he's going to take a couple of points off you here and there, and when you want maximum points, you don't have to do the stone off. Yeah,
absolutely, and he's a tough guy, He wants to prove that... but he does. He wants to prove that he's absolutely one of the best in the world. He talks about it. And I do feel for not just the Iranian athletes, there's others as well. There's guys in certain parts of the world, it's just so much harder for them to get the opportunities to show what they can do in big competitions. We've seen it a number of times now, and we all want to see these guys compete. So very, very sad for Peiman. Hopefully, with World's Strongest Man working on his visa application from now, he's going to be a guarantee for next year. But even like you said, there's no guarantee, it takes one injury. It takes, a slip up here.
You could sort the visa and something else happens.
4 years we're talking since the last time we've seen him at World's Strongest Man. Now we've got to look at who replaces Peiman. And Liz knows more about this than me, I think.
I know people are going to say, what about this person? What about this person? I think the way that they're doing it is they've got reserves. So like they've got a US reserve, a UK reserve, because they're trying to keep the numbers kind of fair and even in terms of US athletes, UK athletes, and then the rest of the world. So, people are going to automatically assume it might be Andy Black, but let's just hold fire. I think it's going to surprise people, is all I'm going to say.
This may get posted and you may well know who it is already.
Yeah.
Commiserations to Peiman. It's not, pulling out and it's not even an injury. It must be so painful for him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Imagine just being told you cannot go. You just can't go.
Yeah. I really hope he gets the opportunity to go to the Giants Live and Deadlift World Championships in Cardiff later this year. We would love to see you over in the UK, Peiman. So keep training hard. We hope you get that opportunity. World's Strongest Man are working on making sure that you're there next year. So just bring it, you know, a year to train for World's Strongest Man.
You'll be the best prepared athlete there.
Yeah, 100%. But Peiman Maheripourehir is out of World's Strongest Man. That is the news for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all your World's Strongest Man action this year.